So one major challenge is vote buying and selling. How do we eradicate this in our electoral process?
Yeah, thank you. Vote trading, Mr. Biden selling vote trading. It is. It has been criminalized. We have most of these laws there. It is for enforcement. If they are properly enforced, and like I also said earlier, if we are all patriotic about getting it right, we will get out of that. So vote buying must be fully criminalized, and the perpetrators must be brought to book. We should have those that will serve as that will serve as scapegoats to others. But unfortunately, taking experience from the just concluded election, the general elections in the country, unfortunately, virtually most of the major leading political parties engaged in all these. So it is for us to see patriotic leaders who will also agree that we must bring an end to this, because an electoral system that accommodates votes buying would definitely not come out with the will and the wishes of the people. It would, at the end of the day, and in most cases, it's end up going for the highest bidder, because the right of the people is being traded, their right to decide. And I also consider it as an act of wickedness, that why would you wait or sit back to believe that you need to buy people's votes? You have enough time. The Electoral Act has given you ample time to go on, sell your candidacy to the people, let the people know what you are capable of doing, convince them. It is not for you to go and be calculating the numbers of nairas you need to put out to get their vote. It is a sheer act of wickedness, and our security agencies must also be patriotic enough to nip this in the bud. They must go after all these people who have been attempting to truncate our so-called democracy.
Right. So Nigeria used to have, I do apologize for interjecting, Nigeria used to have a vibrant pro-democracy movement in the country, especially during military rule. So how would you describe the impact of pro-democracy groups on the country's democracy?
Yeah, thank you very much. Our democracy may not survive without checks and balances. And that is why the pro-democracy groups such as ours and other allies, that is why we keep serving as watchdogs to our so-called leaders we have voted in power. We serve as whistleblowers, and we challenge them for good governance. We put them on their toes to deliver quality governance to the people. And I want to say, what has just been one of those different things that happens under military are not happening now is that democracy gives us room to engage them, to ask them questions. And during the military, you don't challenge anyhow. When you challenge, you see them coming after us. But the so-called democracy, we are pro-democracy. We expect that anyone who claims to be democratic leader should be magnanimous enough to listen to the people and to answer questions from the people. And that is what we will not stop doing. Should we discover errors in governance? Should we discover maladministration, or you coming up with obnoxious policy? It is for us as a pro-democracy group to challenge such a government at whatever level. And that we have been doing. We have been doing that, and the movement will not stop doing that. And one of those issues again, one of the issues that one might feel has been confronting some of our activities is the insistence of the ruling class on adopting the military approach of governance. A situation where the rights and freedom of the people supposed to be enjoyed under their own democracy, but they are being deprived because of the military tactics of some of our acclaimed Democrats in governance. So I want to believe that as a watchdog, as civil society, civil rights movement, we will remain and we will keep standing in the interest and for the interest of the masses. We must get it right. Good governance must be delivered to the people.
All right. So I asked that question because there is this assertion that civil society organization, non-governmental organization had long been in slumber despite their democratic orientation. But then let's also talk about some recent happenings across Africa, and that's coup. What impact do you think this will have on democracy on the continent?
Oh, thank you very much. Honestly, I sympathize with the African continent. And I would say, no matter what it is, I can never, as a pro-democracy activist, I can never support coup d'etat under whatever guise. But at the same time, were there justification for all of this or not? Are there lessons to be drawn from all of this or not? Obviously, there are lessons to be drawn from it. And one of those lessons is that in those countries where coup d'etat has come up, what can we say about the so-called democracy they are running in those countries? They have succeeded in impoverishing the masses of that country the more. They have succeeded in looting the treasury of that country. They have succeeded in trading the rights of the people from them. And that has now given a very, very wrong opportunity for the so-called juntas to come up and say, come, we have also been watching all of this. We could also have been in power, but we thought democracy would be better than the so-called military that was being run in the nation in the past. Right. But what we are seeing has been massive looting, more increase in poverty.
So what impact do you think this will have on the democracy on the continent?
Negative impact.
Yeah. All right.
Negative in the sense that no matter what, military will never allow your rights to be enjoyed by you.
All right.
No matter what it is. So I will not support any form of coup, but it is a signal to every leader in the African continent that you need to be on your feet. You need to deliver good governance to the people. If they enjoy democracy, if the people are enjoying democracy, the celebration that accompanied the many coups that we have seen in the recent time would not have been there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're out of time. I've been speaking with Folarin, National Secretary of the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, tonight to discuss non-governmental organizations and the defense of democracy in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Folarin, for coming on the program.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you so much.